Hey you guys, it's been a little while since we chatted. Last time we talked, I was in the process with my husband of renovating the dining room. It's been a few weeks. We finished the renovation. I still really need to decorate, but all things come in good time. But we removed the upholstered walls. We painted over that heavy textured faux finish on the ceiling. Some of it was really well done. I actually really loved the marble around the medallion around the chandelier, but it was a little too dark for the room, and I really wanted to show off this gorgeous chandelier because ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted a crystal chandelier. I got one with this house, and I love it. So we're hosting a dinner party this weekend. The theme is Italian night. We're traveling abroad, and let me show you how I decorated the table for the theme, and I'll share the dining room. So as you can see, I still need to, find some art. And I think we're actually going to be adding a chair rail around the room. That's to come. I don't know if we're doing it anytime soon, but it's definitely in the queue for one of our projects. But I love how the room turned out. I love the color. We did white, linen white on the walls and the trim. And then the ceiling was done in a flat white. And I mean, just look at the difference, right? I mean, it looks so much better. That dark, heavy design is gone. I was not a fan of that. But the medallion here around the chandelier, I thought was really well done. The artistry was really cool, but it was just too dark. And now you actually see the chandelier, you notice my hutch. I do want to get a new rug at some point. I mean, I want something a lot lighter than this. I do like the rug, but it just doesn't really go in here anymore. And I may change the chairs or lighten up the table. I don't know. We've had this dining set for like 20 some odd years now, and I'm ready for a change. But had this piece in Vermont, so I brought it home. It's storing all of my linens, and I just threw some decor on it for the time being, just to, add some sort of decorating style to the room. And I had to, after I shared how to arrange the china cabinet, then I had to take it all down, and we stored it in the entry. And I just put it all back up. I was thinking about putting spring greens on there, but I actually like it just plain with my Lennox. And I'm really, the room is coming together for me. It's not done, but it's definitely coming together, and I love it. Let me share my dinner table for our dinner group because I love how it turned out, and I think you're gonna like it. Whenever I decorate a table, I always decorate in layers. Cozy layers adds a lot of texture, dimension, and makes a table feel special. I was originally planning on using all fresh stuff, but I actually was short on time getting this table ready. And so I mixed some faux items that I had on hand with some fresh produce. So I grabbed a small basket and I filled it with some faux greens. And then I had this really pretty faux cabbage, so I used that. And then I tucked in fresh tomatoes, lemons, peaches, just to get, that abundant look, that harvesty look. And then I have these beautiful vintage candle holders. Isn't that so pretty? I love them with the crystal, and I thought it went really well with my chandelier. And then for a little fun, my husband and I have been enjoying Flowers Pinot Noir, and I had a few bottles, so I'm using them as a vase. Isn't that so cool? I love that look. I actually would love to do that again. I'm gonna do that in other tablescapes. I love that one. Anyway, I added this beautiful table runner. Very light, very airy, and I love the look. I think it looks really pretty in here with my chandelier. And then I tucked in some fern sprigs that I had, cut up some oranges, and I just kind of went along the table to create a pretty centerpiece that kind of filled the whole table up, but yet you could still see people from across the table. And I love how it looks. So that is how I created the centerpiece. So as you can see, I like to keep my table exposed. I just prefer using just a table runner. I love my table and I love showing it off. Again, with this tablescape, I also left that uncovered and just made a centerpiece with a table runner, some greens and fresh items. And then I tucked in these really pretty candle holders and some pillar candles that I think just adds a little bit of ambiance to the table. So when we're sitting here at night, it'll just look so pretty. And then for each table setting, I started with this jute charger, layered it with a gold charger, then my dinner plate and salad plate from my Lenox collection. And to top it all off, I had these little faux kalanchoe plants, but if you wanna do something a little bit different, you could actually get a small live plant and use that as a take-home gift for your guests. I just think that's a cute touch. And then my grandmother had this pretty gold flatware that she gave me before she passed. So I'm including that in my table. I love to use her items on my table. It makes me think of her, and you know, they're really vintage and cool, so I like to use them. Then I added this gorgeous amber glass that I found on Etsy, but I've seen them out thrifting, and I just really liked this pattern. I thought it would look really pretty on my table with some of my Lenox, and I thought it would really accentuate my chandelier with all that gold and crystal. And then I also added a goblet from my Lenox, and I'm really happy with how the table turned out. It didn't take long to pull together, and I used a lot of things that I had on hand, which is always great. That's it, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm Stacy from Bricks and Blooms. I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy a beautiful day.